In a peaceful little village, nestled among rolling green hills, lived a young man named Ryan. Ryan was known for being quite laid back, you could even say a bit lazy. He preferred to spend his days lounging under the shade of a big oak tree, daydreaming, rather than toiling away in the fields like everyone else. He wasn't a bad person, not at all. In fact, he had a clever knack for finding the quickest, easiest way to get any task done. If a job was supposed to take a full day, Ryan would somehow figure out a shortcut to finish it in just a couple of hours, leaving him with plenty of time to relax and watch the clouds drift by. His father, a hardworking and wise farmer, often watched him with a furrowed brow. A quiet worry always lingered in the back of his mind. He'd think to himself, Ryan is a good boy, and he's smart, but he avoids hard work like the plague. What will happen when I'm old and frail? What if I get sick? How will he manage the farm and take care of everything all by himself? But because Ryan always, somehow, managed to complete his assigned chores, his father never had a real reason to get angry with him. The work got done, just not in the conventional, hardworking way his father was used to. So, life went on, with Ryan enjoying his leisurely pace and his father carrying the silent weight of his concern. Then, one summer, the sun beat down relentlessly. The rains, which usually blessed their village, seemed to have forgotten them completely. The earth grew cracked and thirsty, and a long, difficult dry season set in. It was during this challenging time that his father's worry became a harsh reality. He fell very ill, a fever leaving him weak and confined to his bed. Suddenly, the entire weight of the farm, every single task, fell squarely onto Ryan's shoulders. For the first time in his life, there were no shortcuts, no clever tricks that could replace the need for pure, sustained effort. He had to take care of the whole field, a vast expanse of land that now seemed impossibly large. He woke up before the sun, just as his father always did, and tried to follow the familiar routines. He fetched water, tended to the wilting plants, and tried to keep the thirsty soil moist. But he wasn't used to this kind of grueling physical labor. His muscles ached in ways he'd never felt before. His hands quickly became blistered and sore, and the relentless sun seemed to drain every ounce of energy from him. What his father made look so effortless was, for Ryan, an uphill battle. He was losing. After a few exhausting weeks of his solo struggle, the grim consequences of his inexperience began to show. The crops, their lifeblood, started to wither and turn brown. They weren't getting enough water. The single well was low, and carrying bucket after bucket from dawn until dusk was a task too monumental for one person who wasn't conditioned for it. The plants drooped, defeated, and Ryan knew, with a sinking feeling in his stomach, that he couldn't save them alone. The shortcuts he had always relied on were useless against the slow, merciless advance of nature. That night, after another long, fruitless day, Ryan sat outside under a vast star-filled sky. The world was quiet, but his mind was screaming with regret. He felt utterly useless, a deep sense of disappointment washing over him. He looked at his blistered hands, then at the dying fields that represented his family's livelihood. A single heavy thought echoed in the silence of his heart. Why didn't I ever try? Why didn't I listen and learn when I had the chance? In that moment, under the silent, watching stars, Ryan finally understood the true cost of his laziness. And it was a price far heavier than any amount of hard work could ever have been.